Continuing on with our patterns of organizations, or POO, let's go over what are some compare, contrast, and chronological patterns of organization. So this format's going to be just like the previous formats of the lesson, where I'm going to tell you what each pattern of organization does, and then I'll illustrate by actually showing you some sample essays. And then I'll give you keywords, of course, at the end. So compare and contrast are, well, pretty simple. If I'm comparing things, I'm telling you how they're similar. If I am contrasting things, I'm telling you how they are different. One thing that's great in that compare and contrast is sometimes used to just get the reader's attention. I mean, a contrast will kind of feel like, well, I've been talking about, apples, 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 and then contrast, all of a sudden I'm talking about car tires. That's a very, very quick example of a dramatic contrast that gets the reader's attention. Also, don't forget, contrast is often used to persuade. Here's a sample essay. A wise man once said that working on sales is just like getting a date with a girl. You see, when I first started sales, I'd make a presentation of the best car in the lot and then ask for the order. The customer would refuse, then I'd offer one that was a little bit more affordable than they'd buy. In a similar way, that's how I met my college sweetheart. I approached her and said, "Janice, will you marry me?" She turned up her nose and said no in giggly disgust. Then I said, "How about just a roommate date then?" She agreed to that. We dated right up until we graduated. So, what are some of the words that are letting me know that things are being compared or contrasted? Word similar. Or how about more? And we have one more here that was like. And let's continue on with something a little bit more academic. Harry Potter and Luke Skywalker are similar in a few important ways. Let's discuss just 3. One way is that both are orphans. Luke Skywalker lives with his aunt-uncle, and the same as Harry Potter. However, Luke's relatives are far nicer than Harry's. Additionally, both receive the guidance of a wise old man and their journey through their stories. Finally, both characters receive a mystical talisman. Harry is given a wand, which chooses him. This is similar to Luke's lightsaber. So let's underline some important keywords here. Well, we got similar again, and then we got however, and then we have both. Now, did you notice in here that there were some words that were also listing keywords, like one, or additionally? We'll go over this in a bit, but sometimes patterns of organizations are kind of put in a blender and mixed together. But we got both here and similar, which are compare keywords. That is, telling people how they're similar. However is a contrast keyword. If you've read the Harry Potter series, you know how his aunt and his uncle treated him.